Okay, now let's see the settings of our Zapier account. It's really similar to any app's settings, but let's have a quick overview of it. Here it is. Here it's no longer going to be on my left bar menu. I'm going to see it on the other side here. When I see my initials, I can just click, log out, or dive into my settings. Okay, here it is. First, my profile. So here I'm going to see information about myself. First, I see the required fields that I necessarily filled when I created my account. My company, role, and time zone. Company and role, maybe it's really not essential. Time zone, however, I really recommend it to be in line with your physical location or the location of your business. In my case, it's the location of my business. I'm not physically here, but the point is that time zone will be the one used by default in all of your Zaps whenever you have to reformat a date or put a delay. So make sure it's accurate. As well, here you are going to see confirm email if you didn't do it yet, and password. I really recommend you to set one up. This is in the case you created your account with Google, Microsoft, or Facebook. You can have Google login and at the same time have a password. So you can share access to your account maybe if you need it, but without sharing access to your whole Google account. That's really more convenient, so make sure to set a password. And that's it. Here you can also update your email and your password. Then email notifications. Here I got it set on never, but you can choose to have a daily or weekly activity summary sent to your email to keep track of your consumption and success or failure of your Zaps, as we saw in the Zap history, directly from your email. Error notifications, we just saw it on the history lesson, so I'm not going to expand more on it right now. Here, this little section about Zapier Manager is going to be useful if you use Zapier Manager as an app in your workflows. It's actually an app that Zapier built and lets you trigger automations in case of a failed Zap, for instance, or whenever you create a new Zap, or whenever a new app is published on the Zapier platform. So if any of these triggers that are related to Zapier Manager fail, you have the possibility to set up a specific notification. So here is where you put always, never, or only on repeated fails. I just followed the recommended option here and set it to always. And finally, email subscriptions. Here you choose which type of communications you're going to receive from the Zapier marketing team. Here in advanced, I can set two-factor authentication. Here is the place to do that. Authorized applications is the applications that have access to your Zapier account, because most frequently, your Zapier account has access to a third-party application, but some applications, mostly developed by Zapier itself, will need access to your Zapier account. It's the case here for email parser for my case, but you will be able to manage these authorizations right here. SSL check, here it's a place that I never really touched. Here, it's a place you likely won't touch, and I just recommend to let it as Zapier put it for you. Sign in with is where you are going to see your your sign in option accounts. So if you want to drop your Google sign in, here will be the place to do that. And here we have a button we don't want to touch, which is about deleting your account. Here it is, data management, to export or delete your data. Here it is, really simple. And finally here we have the billing and usage section, which I'm not going to show more of, but this is where you will be able to find your payment method, to find as well your past invoices. This is the place. Here it is. And finally, members and audit log. This is for the Zapier team plans, where you can see activities of member of your team. But we already saw that this is a plan that you won't likely have if you're beginning, and that I don't have. But members access is right here.